Songs of Solomon, chapter 2. A psalm of Solomon concerning Jerusalem. When the sinner waxed proud with the battering ram, he cast down fortified walls, and you did not restrain him. Alien nations ascended your altar. They trampled it proudly with their sandals, because of the sons of Jerusalem had defiled the holy things of the Lord, and they had profaned the iniquity of the offerings of God. Therefore he said, cast them far from me. It was set at nothing before God. It was utterly dishonored. The sons and daughters were in grievous captivity. Their necks were sealed, and it was branded among the nations. He has done to them according to their sins, for he has left them in the hands of them that prevailed. He has turned his face away from pitying them, young and old, and their children all together. For they had done evil, one and all, and not listening. And the heavens were angry, and the earth abhorred them. For no man on it had done what they did. And the earth recognized all your righteous judgments, O God. They set the sons of Jerusalem to be mocked and mocked at in return for the harlots in her. Every wayfarer entered in the full light of day. They made a mockery with their transgressions, and they themselves were frequent to do. In the full light of day they revealed their iniquities, and the daughters of Jerusalem were defiled in accordance with your judgment, because they had defiled themselves with unnatural intercourse. I am pained in my bowels, and my inward parts of these things. And yet I will justify you, O God, in uprightness of heart. For in your judgments is your righteousness displayed, O God. For you have rendered to the sinners according to their deeds. Yes, according to their sins, which were very wicked. You have uncovered their sins, that your judgment might be manifest. You have wiped out their memorial for the earth. God is a righteous judge, and he's no respecter of persons. For the nations reproached Jerusalem, trampling it down. Her beauty was dragged down from the throne of glory. She girded on sackcloth instead of beauty raiments. A rope was around her head instead of a crown. She put off the glorious diadem which God had set on her. In dishonor her beauty was cast on the ground. And I saw and entreated the Lord and said, long enough, O Lord, has your hand been heavy on Israel in bringing the nations on them. For they have made sport sparkling in wrath and fierce anger, and they will make an utter end unless you, O Lord, rebuke them in your wrath. For they have not done it in zeal, but in lust of soul, pouring out their wrath on us with a view to plunder. Do not delay, O God, to repay them on their heads, to turn the pride of the dragon into dishonor. And I did not have long to wait before the Lord showed me in the insolence one, slain on the mountains of Egypt, esteemed of less account than the least on land and sea. His body too borne here and there on the billows with much insolence, with none to bury him, because he had rejected him with dishonor. He did not consider that he was man, and did not consider the latter end. He said, I will be Lord of the land and sea. And he did not recognize that it is God who is great, mighty in his great strength. He is king over the heavens, and judges kings and kingdoms, who sets me up in glory, and brings down the proud to continuous destruction and dishonor, because they did not know him. And now behold, you princes of the earth, the judgment of the Lord, for he is a great and righteous king, judging all that is under heaven. Bless God, you that fear the Lord with wisdom, for the mercy of the Lord will be on them that fear him in the judgment, so that he will distinguish between the righteous and the sinner, and repay the sinners forever according to their deeds, and have mercy on the righteous, delivering them from the affliction of the sinner, and repaying the sinner for what he has done to the righteous. For the Lord is good to them that calls on him in patience, doing according to his mercy to his blameless ones, establishing them at all times before him in strength. Blessed is the Lord forever before his servants.